You're listening to the Marne Report.
Well, hey, Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, Molly here with your latest edition of the Marne Report. And today I am here with my friend Johnny. He is from DPW Environmental with the Qualified Recycling Program, and he is the manager of that program. Thank you so much for being on the podcast with me today, Johnny.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So you cover Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield, right?
That is correct.
Perfect. So let's start off. Tell me about yourself. How did you get into becoming the recycling program manager for both installations?
Well, actually, I started out as an inspector for the recycling program, and then I moved to the lead. I became the lead for the recycling program. After the lead, I actually took over as the project manager of the recycling facility. And
here you are.
Here I am, the program manager
awesome.
for Fort Stewart and Hunter.
You are the recycling man for Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield, and we thank you for it.
Thank you.
So I hear we've got the installation fall cleanup is coming up in a couple weeks, right?
That is correct. Yeah.
When is that happening?
Actually, the fall cleanup is the 9th of November through the 18th of November.
Perfect. And what role does the recycling program play in that fall cleanup week?
Well, the role we play as far as the recycling program, although we want to educate people about the recycling program, but we want you to recycle throughout the year. Mm-hmm. But on that particular day, we have set up both at Fort Stewart and Hunter, and it's almost like an amnesty day. So we encourage, the people that work, live on Fort Stewart to come out and recycle that day.
Sure.
So that's how we play a role in that.
Awesome. So during that week, you guys have got the recycling drive-thrus, right? Is it happening on Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfields?
Yeah, both installations.
Awesome. And do you have the dates for when you guys will be out there doing that?
Yeah, the recycling drive-thru on Hunter Army Airfield will be on the 9th of November from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 1300 for our military people.
Sure.
It's going to be in the parking lot on the corner of Duncan and Billy Mitchell Boulevard on Hunter Army Airfield.
Okay.
And at Fort Stewart, it'll be on the 10th. Same time from 10 to 1, again, 1300 for the military personnel. And it will be in the parking lot adjacent to the Bennett Sports Complex on Harmon, right across the street from the hospital.
Oh, yeah, sure. So you guys do have recycling bins on the installation year-round that people can visit, right?
Most definitely.
Perfect. Are they normally located in those spots, or are they somewhere else?
Well, we do have bins at that location, but if you work on Fort Stewart, any admin building, barracks, any facility, motor pool, we have blue recycling bins located normally in the parking lot
sure.
Of those locations.
Cool.
Also, we have a 24-hour convenience center on both installations as well. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The convenience center is located on McFarland Avenue on Fort Stewart, and we have 2 locations at Hunter, on Billy Mitchell and between the commissary and the PX at Hunter Army Airfield.
Awesome. Okay, that's very cool to know just for long-term purposes.
That's correct.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about what type of items are allowed to be recycled?
Well, on that day, like I said, if you're trying to do your fall cleanup,
yeah.
You can bring your paper there. Now, we do not shred on site.
Okay.
We have an industrial shredder at our processing center, building 1384. You can bring it there anytime, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 7:30 to 3 o'clock, 1500 for military personnel. Same at Hunter Army Airfield, building 727. You can bring your paper there. And like I said, we don't shred on site, but you can bring it there and we'll take care of it for you.
Cool. Is that a free service?
Yes, it is free.
That's awesome because it's really expensive out in the community.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good to know. Okay, keep going. What else can you bring?
Okay, on that day also, you can, like I said again, you can bring your paper. Only thing with the paper, we advise you guys to take it out of the documents,
sure,
out of your binders, no metal clips because, can't afford to tear up the machine.
Of course.
And electronics, try not to do no TVs. Personal electronic equipment, no government equipment.
Okay.
As a recycling program, by regulations, we cannot take government equipment.
Understood. Those need to be turned in.
Yes, to DLA or for the military through your SSA.
Sure.
Also, we will have our hazardous waste program out there as well. If you have old oil, old paint, gasoline, stuff of that nature, you can bring it there, and we have a person on site for that as well.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, for those of you that change your oil at home.
Also, you can bring, if you have like some old scrap metal, like an old bicycle, old lawnmower. If you have a lawnmower, no gasoline, no oil.
Okay.
Old bicycles, like again, electronics, and you can bring it there that day.
Well, that's great. So this is really good for, the installation cleanup is not just for people that work on post, in
Exactly.
your offices. That's also for those of you that live on post as well. And even if you work on post but live off post,
Exactly.
it's a great day to just bring your stuff. This is a really great thing that you guys are doing.
For our retirees, we can't forget about our retirees.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't forget about the dependent. And again, if you was ever affiliated with the military, you can still get on the installation.
Sure.
And you can bring it that day.
Sure. Okay, well, is there anything else that you would like to add about the 2 recycling drive-through days?
Yes. I just want everybody on the installation, like again, who work, live, or who's affiliated with the installation. America Recycle Day is coming up. It's every year on November the 15th, every year. And, America Recycle Day, it's a time to educate people, to empower people, and to recycle more.
Sure.
Not for just that one day during the fall cleanup,
Right.
But we try to educate, the installation again about recycling. And we want you guys to do it every day. That's how we're saving our earth.
Right, right. Well, and then you bring up a good point here. What types of things are not allowed? You said, don't bring your televisions, don't bring government equipment, obviously, but are there certain types of plastics or glass or things that you would prefer?
Normally during that time, we try to focus on paper, books, scrap metal, that type of equipment.
Sure.
But like I said, again, we have the blue dumpsters around the installations, and you can put your plastics. The type of plastics that we're doing right now, 1, which is like your water bottle, Gatorade bottles.
Sure.
Type 2, which is like your milk jug, water jugs, bleach containers. Number 5, which is like your butter container, ketchup containers, of that sort. Also, we take cardboard. Can't forget about cardboard. Cardboard is definitely one of our biggest sellers here on the installation.
Sure.
Again, scrap metal. We also take glass. Glass is kind of iffy right now.
Yeah.
Because of the market.
Sure.
And the things that we collect is market dependent.
Sure.
So, we have to go with the market out there. And right now, that is what's selling on the market.
Sure. What about wood? Like wood pallets?
Now, we do accept wood pallets, good wood pallets.
Okay.
You have to come to the recycling yard to bring it there.
Okay.
And the reason why we take the wooden pallets is so the military units, if they need those when it's time to deploy, they don't have to buy them. We have the good wooden pallets there. Old wooden pallets, broken wooden pallets, you have to come to the recycling yard, building 1143. They will give you a ticket because if you go out to the landfill, they're going to turn you around, they're going to send you back.
Sure.
So you have to come by building 1143, Fort Stewart, and building 727, Hunter Army Airfield.
Okay, and then say somebody does have an old one that they want to bring to you guys. Does it need to come disassembled? Do they need to separate the nails from the board? Just bring it how it is.
Just bring it how it is.
Okay, cool. What about aluminum cans?
Yes, definitely aluminum cans. One of the products that I forgot about, but we definitely take aluminum cans and bimetal can. Our bimetal can consists of, your tin cans.
Sure.
Like your beans, your pork and beans, string beans, corn, stuff like that as well.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add about the recycling program that you think that our audience should know about?
Tires.
Oh.
Tires. We're not in the recycling business of tires, although it is a recyclable item. But if you have a tire, you go to that dealership and you purchase your tires, and you pay a fee for disposal. So I advise you, please leave your tires there. Please don't place them beside the blue or the brown dumpsters or in our convenience center. Please, if you go to the Autocraft Center, you pay a disposable fee there as well, and you can leave your tires there. But Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield is not in the recycling of tire business.
Noted.
Or disposal, yes.
Noted.
And your military tires, you have to go through your DLA, your SSA, and they will take care of that.
Okay, cool. So don't bring the tires to you guys.
No.
You can bring them to the MWR Autocraft Centers if you would like to turn them in that way for a fee, for a disposable fee. Yep, so that's always an option. But you heard the man, no tires.
No tires, please.
Understood.
Yes.
Well, I sure do thank you for being on the podcast with me today. This is such great information, and I really like what you said about how, you guys really want to educate the community on the importance of recycling, and you do have that special day that comes up one day a year.
1 day a year.
But recycling should be an everyday a year thing.
Bingo.
Yes. So I really like that. I really appreciate what you guys do on the installation. I think everybody does, really.
One caveat to that, being the recycling program manager, I can't do all the recycling myself.
Sure.
It takes a community. It takes you, Molly, and it takes everyone on the installation for the recycling program to work here on Fort Stewart and Hunter.
Sure. And it goes back to, October is the U.S. Army's Energy Action Month, right?
Yes.
So we've been talking a whole lot about conserving energy and really the ways that helps our planet. And this is just another thing that's helping our planet. It's helping our community, our Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield community be beautiful and healthy. And we certainly could not do it without your program. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And, it's another caveat to that as well. Fort Stewart and Hunter, we are a part of the Keep America Beautiful. We are affiliated with Keep America Beautiful and Keep Georgia Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, hey, Johnny, thank you so much for being on the show with me. I appreciate you so much. And that would be it for this week's edition of the Marne Report podcast. This is Molly, signing off.
It can be hard finding your way in a new place. We've all been there. You arrive to a new duty station. You have no idea where you're going. You aren't sure what school you should send your kids to. And you have no idea why everyone here at Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield keeps saying, Rock of the Marne. Eventually you and your family might stumble on a few of the answers, but we like to make things as simple as possible for our people, which is why we created the Virtual Newcomers Brief. The app allows you to customize your experience and learn about all of the essential aspects of our installation, from housing to the 3rd Infantry Division history. This is a cost-effective and convenient way for our soldiers, families, and the partner Army civilians to learn about the installation and what is offered. There's absolutely no reason for you to be in the dark. Visit stewartandhunter.com today and learn more. Rock of the Marne, top of the rock.